What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Damia action. Hope you're ready to get your Soul Tie Planeswalker on IM. Let's get the chat closed out. There we go. Let's get this graveyard all squared up. Playing against Samut, Voice of Dissent. This should be a nice little match. I will keep on this one. Yeah, I mean, I will. I will keep between our opponents on. Like, yes, this is good commanders. That doesn't make sense. Smart's opening hand goes. Love it. We've got Brainstorm, Phyrexian Arena, Painful Truce. Yes, we will keep. I will keep. The only way this could be better is if we were on the play, but we're on the draw, so I'll take that. Let's let our opponent do their thing. We are playing Damia, Queen of the Soul Tie. She has Death Touch. Skip your draw step at the beginning of your upkeep if you have fewer than 7 cards in hand. Draw cards equal to the difference. Fair enough. And we'll kind of cover what Samut does in just a second, but she's mean. She's a nasty lady. I don't know, look at her. The name of my Samut deck is Kiss Concert. Actually, I'll kind of explain that in a sec. Let's make sure that we get double blue online. So do we just want to go, good shotgun breeding pool. We could shotgun breeding pool and then have Brainstorm up. Let's go ahead and get the island down. And then we can go ahead and pass the turn. If we want to Brainstorm on our opponent's turn, we can definitely go for that. Play against Samut, Voice of Dissent. She has Flash, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Other creatures you control have Haste. Then for 1 white mana, untap another target creature. Yeah, Samut was a lot like Gonti in that when Gonti was first spoiled, I didn't really think that highly of Gonti. I was kind of like, okay, seems interesting. And it was one of those commanders that as soon as I built him and I started playing him, I was like, whoa, hey, this is a really fun command. Look at Gonti. He weaseled his way into only having a Friday release. Look at that diva. Gonti is such a diva that he just demands a Friday release only. So, so we got Brainstorm. We're going to grab 2. There's no way we can really shuffle our library back into our graveyard. We could Life from the Loam to kind of dredge some stuff back, though. We do have Gurk Relentless if we want to get that down. Kind of get some beast tokens up and running. Let's go and put Gurk Relentless back. Put 2 cards back. We have 2 black blues. I think we're okay on black blue mana. Let's go and put the, I guess, Life from the Loam. We can draw that next turn. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and get the Underground Sea down, and then we can go for the. Well, actually, if we go, do we have anything we want to do for 2? We don't have. We can just cast Life from the Loam on an empty graveyard. But we need to make sure we have double black for Phyrexian Arena. So let's go ahead and put the Water Your Grave into play tapped. There's nothing else we need to do. Not going to pay 2, and then let's go ahead and pass the turn. Speed it up so our opponent can do their thing. But yeah, so Gonti. When I first built Gonti, he was just kind of like, I was like, oh, okay. I built Gonti only because I was trying to build one commander, and I just didn't have enough time to really hash out that commander and make sure it was a good deck. And I was like, well, I'll just go Gonti. Not that I can do a deck really quick, but, you know, when your face was building like a 2 or 3 color deck versus a monocolor deck, you know, you're always going to be able to build a monocolor deck quicker just because, you know, there's just less choices for you. And so, I remember, I think it was like that Wednesday or Thursday, so I built Gonti, and yeah, look at him now, man. He's got the Friday release. But same thing with Samut. She was just a really fun commander. I enjoyed my time with her. I truly only built Samut just because I don't have a Naya commander on my channel, and I've never built a Naya commander deck in my life. So I was like, well, you know, we see a Naya commander that pops up. It's weird. It's got like 800 abilities and an untap ability, real random. So I was like, okay, let's build her. Finally, this is Wizards saying, hey, build a Naya commander. So here we are. I built her, and man, she is just I love it. A lot of fun. She's like a control style deck. She's not really, when you think Naya, you think like going wide, big creatures, stuff like that. But when you build Samut, it's really just having some fun, man. Definitely enjoy it. Draw into that Gurk Relentless. Let's go ahead and get the Woodland Cemetery down. We do have a swamp in the Water Grave, so let's go and get that down. Let's just go for Phyrexian Arena. I'm okay with this one. If we can draw into a few more Planeswalkers, and then we're going to get into Painful Truce the following turn. We're also looking at Jace next turn, where we can start bouncing some stuff back to their hand. Now, Samut will have haste, so simply going Jace onto the battlefield is at 3, bouncing a creature back, may not be the best option, so we may want to hold on to Jace until we can maybe establish like something like Kiora or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, back to Samut. Yeah, it's just one of those commanders that just like as I started playing her, she's just totally not what you would think a Naya commander would be, which is just going wide. And it's really just more of a control style deck. And I've played against her, I think this might be my 3rd or 4th time playing against her, but most of the decks I've played against, they all tend to kind of be in that same boat in that it's a little bit more of a cutthroat, combo heavy, they make sure they have answers for everything. So she's just a fun commander. She gets a thumbs up, man. Awesome. Skyshroud Claim. Man, we may end up going for a Skyshroud Claim. I love getting ahead on mana with this deck. It just, you get crazy. You start ramping really hard. Yeah, let's go and do that. It's going to be our second green source. Let's go Skyshroud Claim. I think we have enough targets for it. I hope we do. We got a lot of dual lands in our hand. We should have the Tropical Island at least left. And then probably have another... We have Breeding Pool in the hand. Yeah, we should have at least Tropical Island left if we go for the Skyshroud Claim. Yeah, so we have Tropical Island and Overgrown Tomb. Let's go and go for Tropical Island. I just want to grab another force. We've got 2 blue sources in the hand. Do we really want to shock in another black source for... We could fire a Life on the Loam onto nothing. No, let's just go and grab an Overgrown Tomb. Do we want to pay 2? Yeah, we're going to pay 2. And let's go and Life from the Loam on nothing. That way we do have it in the graveyard if that's something we need to draw into later. And plus we're getting it out of our hand so we can cast a nice little Damia. Okay, so next time we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 7 mana. Then we can finally get down Damia if we want to. We might do a little bit of setting up. We may kind of push the Jace out there, see if our opponent's kind of going to do anything. But yeah, Damia. I love playing Damia. One of the reasons I love playing Damia is because that... sorry, just making sure I'm recording. I always get nervous that once I've kind of gotten... There's always a certain mark when I'm making a video that... I'm like, okay, we've reached past this mark. I can probably go ahead and post this video as long as some good action happens. And then me checking the thing is making sure that we're on recording. So eventually, I'm probably going to get a dual monitor system where I don't have to keep clicking that. But right, because I just record on a laptop right now, that's all I do it on. But maybe once I start putting away some channel stuff for like a dual screen setup, then that would be pretty awesome. But yeah, when I play Damia, I love playing Damia because. Actually, if we want to, if we get down Jace, they're going to have enough mana to just recast Samut. So I was thinking we could get down Jace, bounce her back, but they can just recast, and she's going to have haste, and we're going to be in the same boat. I'll kind of finish my Damia statement here in just a sec. I don't definitely remember. Do we want to dredge? No, I think we're okay. Summary Dismissal. Okay. And then, let's see what else we're drawn to. Don't want to dredge right now. Temple of Mystery. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We make 7 with the land drop. If we go Guruk, 3 damage target creature, that creature deals 3 damage to Guruk. Create a wolf token. We're not going to be able to take care of Samut, unfortunately, if we go for Guruk. So swinging in for 6 puts us down to 11, 10 with the Pilgrim's Eye. Let's go ahead and... Do we want to go for Damia on this one? We're going to have Summary Dismissal up the following turn. We go for Jace. We can Brainstorm or Jace. That kind of puts them in a spot where they're going to have to swing in with Samut. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go Temple of Mystery. Let's scry. I like that. Okay, let's scry. Get that down. Sunken Ruins. Let's put that on the bottom. Let's go. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have exactly 6. So let's go Jace. That way we kind of force them to... we force them to swing in at Jace. Because we're going to just 0 on Jace, and then we're going to get a little Brainstorm action, and then next turn we can get down the Underground Sea. We can Painful Truce for like just straight black mana, just draw 1 card or something like that. Okay, Commit, Deranged Hermit, and Misty. Let's hold on to the Misty because we can shuffle our library away. Let's go ahead. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead and put the Breeding Pool back. Let's go ahead and put Guruk Relentless back for right now. Put those on back. We're going to be able to play the Misty next turn to kind of shuffle our library around. And then we do draw into Deranged Hermit, which is actually going to be nice because that's going to give us some nice little 4/1/1 squirrel tokens to kind of put us in a spot where we can kind of hopefully kind of stabilize around Samut, get that down. Then we'll have Summary Dismissal up. We also have Commit to Memory. So yeah, I did update my decks. I have not had a chance to make a Monkette video yet, but we do have Commit to Memory. Put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top, and then shuffle his or her library, draw 7 cards with the memory. So a nice little way for Damia to kind of be a nice little mana sink, because usually if you're playing Damia, you get into this point to where you're ramping really hard to get into 7 mana. You get down Damia, you exhaust your hand, and then you just have all this mana when you refill your hand. So having something like Commit to Memory that you can cast out of the graveyard for just drawing a fresh grip of 7, which is really nice. Frenzy Tilling. Oh man, I've not seen that card in forever. Awesome card. Okay, destroy target land, search your library for a basic, put it on the battlefield tapped. Yeah. Fair enough. We can't really do anything to that. Got it. We do have the Underground Sea, but we do have Misty, so we're looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can still go for Misty, kind of shuffle our library up, or we can crack it later on and go Underground Sea, kind of exile some spells. We are looking at 7 coming across if they do not swing in at Jace, so we'll see what they want to go for. But more than likely, we're going to see Samut swinging over to Jace, I would assume. Because we get into spots where if they don't, we can actually bounce Samut back to the hand with the 0 ability, and then use Summary Dismissal to kind of exile it. And we also still have Commit to Memory as another backup. So we've got the Pilgrim's Eye. Okay, yeah, we got Pilgrim's Eye swinging in at Jace. That's actually going to help us out. So Pilgrim's Eye swinging in. Deals 1 damage. Samut deals some more damage. We're at 12 total commander damage. Alright. Alright. We're going to draw an extra card off the Phyrexian Arena. Do we want to dredge? No. We got those lands on top. I guess we can go ahead and dredge on the Phyrexian Arena. Just kind of get a fresh grip at the 7. Make a fresh look. Okay. Life from the Loam. We have the draw for the turn. Deathrite Shaman. Let's go ahead and get the Underground Sea down. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have Summary Dismissal. So we're basically going to have to go Deathrite Shaman. So let's go ahead and return target creature to its owner's hand. Let's send back Samut. Then we can have the Summary Dismissal up. Let's go and go Deathrite Shaman. And then we need to leave up 4 mana. So we could. I don't think we want to. We can just Life from the Loam for nothing. Let's get it out of the hand. And then next turn, we can play the Misty, kind of shuffle our library up. We have Summary Dismissal or the Commit to Memory. That way we can exile something. And then we also still have the Deathrite Shaman online that can help us with some mana stuff. So hopefully we kind of stabilize. Our opponent's going to go for another Samut next turn, and then we can kind of rally from there. But yeah, Damia, man. Damia, I love Damia because like I always get a really big reaction from Damia whenever I post a video up. Because they always tend to be really long games. Inherently, you know, you have a 7-mana commander that you're trying to ramp to, and then on top of that, you're playing like Soul-type Planeswalker control. So it's always going to be a long game, and it always seems like Damia just does not have that last little punch to close it out. I mean, it's just a Soul-type Planeswalker deck. It's just what do we draw into? What kind of walkers can we get going? And so I don't know. I just love it. Do we want to Commit to Memory? Let's go Summary Dismissal. I think I like that. We're going to pay, yeah. Look at double. Oh, man, for a second I got worried that we did not tap for double blue, and I was like, oh, how did you do that, man? All right, so we got Summary Dismissal on Samut. She's trying to get in here angry. She's going to go back to the command zone. That's going to increase her commander tax up to 7. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They actually have just enough next turn, and then we can go Commit to Memory if we want to. We've got the Pilgrim's Eye swinging in, taking care of Jace. Fair enough, Jace. Adios, Jace. Nice knowing you, buddy. And then we may end up going for Damia next turn, if that's what we want to go for. They're going to be able to cast Samut, though, so let's see what we draw into. Maybe we want to kind of hold on to something else. Hold up another counter spell. We don't want to dredge right now. Draw into Fellbore Stone. It's not too bad. And we don't want to dredge again. Nope. See if we had no. We draw into Farseek. Let's go and get the Misty down. We can go Deranged Hermit and pay the Echo cost on that. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to have 9 total mana. So we can go Deranged Hermit, and then that's going to be Commit. That sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's go to Crack the Misty. Make sure we have an available land for the Deranged Hermit, and then we can leave up the Commit. So let's go ahead and grab on this one. Let's go and just grab another island. We have 2 green sources that are not that. Okay, let's go Deranged Hermit. So we're looking at green. Looking at 1, 2, 3, and then let's tap for 1 more. So we're going to get down Deranged Hermit. There's going to be some nice little squirrel tokens out on the battlefield. Get that down, and then if they want to go for Samut next turn, we do have the Commit that we can exile it, put it in the second from the top. We're going to get those squirrel tokens. If we want to, we can pay for the upkeep cost if we want to on the Deranged Hermit. We'll kind of see what we want to go for. But we're going to leave up Deathrite Shaman, exiling the Mountain Valley of our opponent's graveyard to pay for the Commit to Memory. Not going to swing in, and then we'll see what we want to go for. Yeah, so if they tap out for Samut, then we may end up going Damia, because that's going to be a spot to where we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to have 9 mana. We can tap out for Damia and get down the Fellbore Stone, or go for the Farseek if that's what we want to go for. And then now we're kind of in a spot to where we've depleted our hand, and we can get Damia down. Okay, they're swinging in with the Pilgrim's Eye. Swinging in for 1. It's going to put us down to 7. Let's see what else they're going for. And yeah, we probably not going to pay the upkeep now that I think of it on the Deranged Hermit. We're okay with some bodies, just some chump blocker bodies. We just need to find a way to deal with the Pilgrim's Eye. That's going to be one of our main issues. Okay, see what they're tapping out for. Tunnel Ingus. Whenever a land enters opponent, that player had another land. So it's just double lands? Okay, we can deal with that. So if we just make sure we don't run into a land drop situation where we make 2 land drops. But yeah, this is fun. With Samut, you can go just different kind of painful ways like this. Tunnel Ingus is just a, I've always enjoyed this card. The card art's on it really cool. Azuri. Elves you control get +3/+3 and gain trample. We're looking at 5 total mana on that one. They can activate that. Do we want to go for some commit to memory on this one? That's going to leave us open to Samut next turn, but we're going to have we can block with these squirrel tokens. Are we that scared of a trampling Azuri? Yeah, let's go for that. It kind of complicates. Well, they're going to have to cast Samut either way. Yeah, let's go in exile. If they tap out for 5 mana, add that, they're going to get trample. Yeah, just having that trample with a bunch of 1/1 squirrels is not exactly what we want to kind of dip into. Let's choose blue. Let's go commit. We're going to choose Azuri. Well, if we want to, we could actually commit on the Pilgrim's Eye, but it's going to be second from the top. No, let's go commit. We'll make this work. I'm going to put it second from the top, so we're going to have to draw it in a couple turns. That's coming out of the graveyard. If we want to shuffle it up and draw a fresh script, we can definitely go for that. Which we may end up doing that. We're looking at, don't want to dredge. Nope. Drawing the Cryptic Command. That is an awesome draw. I will take Cryptic Command. Do we end up, now that we have Cryptic Command, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to be just enough for Cryptic Command. Yeah, let's go and do that. So we're looking at green, black, 2 remaining, and then we still have another force out of the graveyard for Cryptic Command. Okay. So we're paying for that. Let's go and swing in with some squirrel tokens. We're going to have Cryptic Command online to kind of bounce our creatures back. Nope. Draw into Tamio. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to come in hot with the squirrel tokens. All these cards swing in. We don't want to swing in with the Deranged Hermit because we don't want our nice little squirrel. Oh, look at those flying squirrel monkeys coming in hot for 8. Puts them down to 22. There's just certain tokens in Magic that just tickle me. And squirrels is one of them. Goats, too. I love goats. This is okay, great time. A side note. If you want your own squirrels, if you want your own Deranged Hermit to live in your house, head over to MTGOTraders.com. He lives over there. He'll come live in your house for a day, depending on how much you're going to pay him, and he'll bring squirrels with him. Awesome guy. But yeah, he lives over at MTGOTraders.com, so head on over there, check him out, pet his squirrels. And if you're not subscribed to the MTGOTraders YouTube channel, be sure you do. I'm making videos for them too. I'm getting out a nice little mix of Commander and Modern. When a new set releases, I get out more Commander videos. So currently I have Hezeret up and running, so if you want to catch out some Hezeret, go for it. Okay, so we got Samut. This would be a perfect time for a nice little counter target spell. Tap all creatures your opponents control. We could draw a card, but counter target spell, tap all creatures. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh, we need to activate Deathrite. Let's go and exile a land. Let's exile the Watery Grave. So we're going to add double blue. Not double blue. I'd love double blue off the Deathrite Shaman. Now let's go Cryptic Command, counter, draw, counter, target spell, tap all creatures. There we go. We got blue, black, and then double blue. So we're going to tap all creatures, counter target spell. That's going to leave us open to swing in for 9 if we want to, put them down to 11. But we're going to lose out on Cryptic Command, so we'll kind of figure... And then we also kind of push the Commander tax back on Samut back a little bit, so I'm okay with that. So we get the Phyrexian Arena card draw. If we draw into Nature's Claim, that would actually be really good. Take care of the Phyrexian Arena draw. Drowned Catacomb, not the best. Not Life from the Loam, it's not exactly what we want. Draw into another swamp. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the Drowned Catacomb down. And we don't want to fire off Farseek because we have the Tunnel Ingus out there. Once again, do we want to swing with a few squirrel tokens? We could tap down the... Let's swing in with 3 of them. That way we can block on Samut, and then we can get down Tamio and tap down the Pilgrim's Eye. I like that. Okay, they go down to 16. Let's go for Tamio. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to tap for 1 more. And then we go Fail War Stone. Let's go and tap target. Let's tap down the Pilgrim's Eye. That way they're not swinging in. We still have a chump blocker for Samut if we want to. Well, if they get into it, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get down the Fail War Stone. And then we can add that mana to our mana pool. Anything else? We could Painful Truce for like 1, but yeah, I don't think we want to do that, man. Exile a card from the graveyard. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we got a nice little board state up and running. It's going to be tight. We have a Phyrexian Arena that's kind of chipping away at us. But so we're probably looking at Damia next turn. That way we can kind of get a few more cards up and running. We can still tap down the Pilgrim's Eye. We have the Phyrexian Arena, so we need to find some way to deal with the Phyrexian Arena. And we don't really want to fire off a Painful Truce right now. That's not exactly what we want to go for. So more than likely, we're going to make the land drop next turn. Not going to fire off Farseek just because, yeah, no, you don't want to take 3 damage from the tunnel. Little tunnel dude. He looks so nice, but he's pretty gnarly. And then Samut has been sent back to the command zone. I think that was the 3rd time. So we're looking at 9 mana for Samut. Yeah, so we got the Squirrel token chump block on the Tunnelingus if they want to swing in. We do have a Deathrite Shaman activation. We can gain 2 life, exile a... Yeah, we may end up starting to exile a card from a graveyard. We may end up going for that. I'd love to start exiling cards, but we're at 5, so, I mean, simply swinging in with the Tunnelingus and dealing 2 damage to us, and a Lightning Bolt will seal the deal. So, we're probably going to start activating, exiling a creature card. Do we have creature cards in the graveyard? Generator Servants in the graveyard, so we can gain 2 life. But do we have any more out of the graveyard? We do not. So, we're going to have to exile... Enters the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. Fair enough, man. Poor little squirrels. It's not cool, man. Okay, Sunblast Angel is going to destroy all creatures, destroy all tapped creatures. But that's actually pretty good because it's going to take care of Pilgrim's Eye. They're going to get a basic, and then that'll give us another Deathrite Shaman activation. Take care of our squirrel tokens, and we can tap down with Tamio. Yeah, I like that. Use a few extra. Yeah, we need to kind of just kind of edge a little bit out. Edge our life total out. That way we can make sure that we kind of just keep gaining that 2 life. That's going to be enough to keep up with the Phyrexian Arena trigger, and we kind of go from there. So let's go and exile a creature card from a graveyard. Exile their Pilgrim's Eye. Actually, if we're going to prioritize, let's exile the Generator Servant. Looking at green, they're going to gain 2, go to 7. It's going to just give a little bit of a buffer. Then we got the Tamio tapping down the Sunblast. Don't want to dredge right now. We're okay on lands. Gurk Wildspeaker. That's a pretty good draw. I'll take that. Don't want to dredge again. Nope. Draw into Catacombs. Let's go and get these swamp down. We need to just tap Sunblast. Alright, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 mana, 7. We can go for Gurk Wildspeaker. We're going to tap out for Deathrite Shaman, not gaining life. Let's go ahead and let's go Damia. Let's just get some mass card draw up and running. So we're looking at blue, black, green. Make sure we leave up double green for Gurk. Okay, get down Damia, and then let's go for Gurk Wildspeaker. And then we can untap 2 lands, and then get into spots where maybe we kind of push through some nice little bonus damage. So let's go ahead and untap 2 lands. Let's untap double. Let's just 100% represent Counterspell. Okay. Alright, so we got 2 blue up. We have Farseek, but we've made the land drop for the turn, so we do not want to go for another 3 damage up top. Do we want to swing in with the squirrel token? They've got 2 bodies, really 1 body that can swing in. Yeah, we're going to swing with the squirrel. Alright, coming in hot for 2. That's going to put them in a 14. If they want to block, they can definitely block for that. And they do have the Boros Key Rune, which we need to watch out for. The nice little double strike over there. So if we get into spots where we have to block with the Deranged Hermit, we can go for that. Puts them down to 14. There's still the Pilgrim's Eye in our opponent's graveyard that we can exile, and then kind of still gain that 2 life, put us up to 8. To kind of slip away from the Phyrexian Arena, but we're gonna getting a nice little fresh grip of 7 at the beginning of your skip your draw step at the beginning of your upkeep, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, yeah, skip your draw step. Yeah, so we can actually trigger the Phyrexian Arena. We can put them on the stack a certain way where we're going to draw an extra card. And so where Damia's just, refuels to 7, then we'll get an extra card off the Phyrexian Arena. Now, what we can do Planeswalker-wise, we have Gurk Wildspeaker. We can create a Beast token, but right now I think we're going to go for the -4 ability. Creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample. They are at 14. Got the perfect down. Elves you control get +1, create an elf token. Okay. So we're looking at +3/+3, getting trample, and actually let's kind of re-rack on trample damage that we can kind of push through. So we're looking at 2. Looking at, excuse me, so 3 damage. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, So we're going to have 4 times 3. That's going to be 12 total damage coming across, including Damia. So we might, depending on how they sequence certain things and what we draw into, we can do a little bit of removal. And they're going for Fireblaze. We might be able to create a 3/3 Beast token. So the Angels tap down. We can tap down another creature and go for the Gurk Ultimate. I think that'll kind of get it, if I'm correct. We'll still re-rack on what we've got going on, but we might be able to do that. Anything else we need to do for the turn? Yeah, let's go Deathrite Shaman. Exile a sorcery out of the graveyard. Make sure I clicked on that right. Each opponent, yeah. So exile the Frenzied Tilling. Because we're looking at base 2, 6, 8, plus 12. Yeah, we should be able to close it out with trample damage. Okay, so let's go and put the Phyrexian Arena on the trigger on the stack first. We have Damia. We're going to refuel our 7. We have Tameo to tap down another creature. No, we don't want to dredge right now. Doubling Season. Ashiok. We're going to have the Phyrexian Arena trigger coming across. Not going to dredge. Nope. Okay, Urban Evolution. And we can't cast Urban Evolution. We don't play an additional land from that tunnel. Let's go ahead and get the Colosseum. Let's go for the Catacombs, actually. Let's tap down another creature. Let's tap down the... Let's go right there. Yeah, let's tap that down. And if we should go Gurk Wildspeaker bonus, that should be enough to kind of close it out. Creature you control get +3. Oh, yeah, look at that. Go ahead, come in hot. Oh, yeah, look at that squirrel. 5/5, we got 12. We got 16. We got 20 coming across, and they have 1 point of damage to block for us. So that should be enough right there. I will take that. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Look at Damia putting in some work. Squirrel Tokens putting in some work. Puts our opponent down to -7. I will take that. But yes, finishing my Damia statement earlier. I always record a Damia game, and it's always a really long game, and I always lose the game. But hey, we won. We closed it out. Some nice little critter in a can action on a Deranged Hermit. Yes, indeed. All right, everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks.